Today I have a service call for wine cooler. These are wine cooler that the cooler refrigeration isn't working. Okay, so this is a wine cooler room, and here is my refrigeration here. My evaporator here is located in this place, and you can see my return. This is the return to this wine cooler here. So the temperature here, this is the thermostat controlling the wine cooler. So it's on cool. It's set to I would say maybe 50 to 55 should be okay, but it's coming on and it's not working. So we'll be diagnosing, troubleshooting, and see why this system is not coming on. So I'm going to take you to the back of the condenser unit, which is the refrigeration condensing unit, to see what's going on. Okay, so again, this is a wine cooler. This is for a wine cooler refrigeration. My wine cooler. Okay, so here is my condensing unit for the wine cooler. So this is the refrigeration condensing unit for that wine cooler. You can see something is falling off here, which is the starting capacitor. So we're just going to be careful here to see what's going on. System is really open. A couple things is happening here. So nothing seems to be happening, so I'm just going to check if I have power. This is 110 volt, so I'm just going to check if I have power to this unit. Okay, so I've connected my meter here to the power source, and then see what I'm getting. So I have 121 volt, so it means I have power in here. So what I'm going to do now, okay, so since I have my power to connected in here, so first I'm going to have to see what I have, if my low pressure control is connected. So you can see there's two source here. So I'm just going to put a jumper between both and see if that will bring it on. Sometimes you could have a low pressure, which is low freon. So I'm just going to see if there's low freon, and if that comes on, it means the system is low on freon. So I'm going to put a jumper and you'll see. Okay, so I connected my jumper across the switch, and my unit didn't come on. So I'm going to find out where there is a loss of power here. There might be a situation here where the power is missing somewhere. So I'm going to have to see where that power is missing. Okay, so I'm going to have to start using my voltmeter to check. So I'll keep you posted. Let's see here. Okay, so alright. So while I was using my voltmeter, I got my compressor come on. So since there is a problem with this overload relay here, so I'm going to have to pull it out. We'll see what's going on. Wow, look at that. Look at my overload is burnt out. Look at also the connector, really burnt out here. So that may have also caused some problem, maybe winding to my compressor. So I'm going to have to see what's going on, get a new overload and relay, put it in here. But I want to let you know that this compressor is a Tecumseh. This is a Tecumseh compressor. So I'll get a new overload and we'll see what's going on. Okay, so here I have a new overload and relay, a Tecumseh overload and relay in a box. Okay, so you can see this is a K71-39, and look at the overload is K90-59. So this is the original overload and relay for this unit. So I'm going to have to replace it and we'll see what's going on. Okay, so here is my new overload. Okay, you can see the burnt one. You can see. Okay, this is Tecumseh overload, and here is my relay. So this is the overload, and here's my relay. Okay, so I'm going to have to swap it and then connect it. I'm going to have to clean this terminal. It's really burnt out here. I'm going to have to clean it up and then hook it back. So I'll keep you posted. Okay, so I have put in my new overload and my relay. You can see how bad is the old overload. You can see really bad. You can see how bad is this relay. You can see really very, very bad. Okay, so I have replaced my new relay. You can see really well connected, and also look at the overload in there. And also I cleaned this terminal. Terminal was really rusted as a result of the burnt. So I tried to clean this suit and all the burnt all away. And I'm going to show you, look at the old relay. See, really bad. Really burnt out. So hopefully this could be the only problem if that have not damaged the compressor. But we'll see after this is put in, the new one is all connected. Hopefully this unit come back live. I hope the owner will be happy. Thank you. Okay, so I have replaced my new relay. You can see really well connected, and also look at the overload in there. And also I cleaned this terminal. Terminal was really rusted as a result of the burnt. So I tried to clean this suit and all the burnt all away. And I'm going to show you, look at the old relay. See, really bad. Really burnt out. So hopefully this could be the only problem if that have not damaged the compressor. But we'll see after this is put in, the new one is all connected. Hopefully this unit come back live. Okay, so it's all connected, so I'm going to just plug it in, and then we'll see what's going on. Okay, so the unit is plugged in, and then it's going to take a few seconds, few minutes to realize that, and it's going to kick in. We'll see what's going on. Okay, so my compressor just kicked in. So compressor kick in after a couple minutes. So right now my condenser fan has not kicked in. I think the reason is that this is a high temperature. There's a pressure switch here which is connected to a high temperature switch. A high temperature that controls the fan to come on. So when it is warm enough or hot enough, then this switch will close and allow the fan to come on. So far I'm going to observe and see what's going on. I have not put in my gauge. I just want to see how my system is going. So right now the compressor is going. It's going. That sounds good. Yeah, my fan kicking. Yeah, you see my fan kicking. So I think this cooler is okay. The problem was the relay. The relay was bad. So I still have to change the overload. and then I think this system should be okay. But I'm gonna go back to the cooler room and make sure I set the temperature, the thermostat properly. As you can see, my fan just kicked out, so which is good. So when it's cool off, the fan is gonna kick out, and then when it's warming up, the fan will also kick in. So I think this unit should be okay, and I'm gonna have to go back to the cooler and make sure I set the thermostat properly. Well, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to HVAC mechanical system. Thank you. Okay, so I'm back into the cooler room. So you can see my evaporator. So the fan is all working now, and it is really cooling right now. So you can see my thermostat, even though it's still at 70, but it's dropping. It was already 78, but now it's dropping. It's now 70 here now. So the customer is asking, they want it to be 55. So which is okay. It's a drink and cooler. Okay, so that's a good temperature for it. So you can see this is the evaporator, and here is the cooler, the drink cooler room. See. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to HVAC mechanical system. Thank you.